perfectly balanced and you can't change my mind. So, you've got Kaiser Impact, which everyone agrees is very balanced, even though it's not accurate to the manga at all. It's supposed to have this fastest shooting speed instead of actual speed. So, this wind-up shouldn't happen. There should be no wind-up, because he does not wind up. He just shoots it the fastest possible. Then, I'm saving the controversial move. You've got Off the Ball, just as Off the Ball. You have Dribble, which I will put on screen. And then you've got, for Awakening, you've got Lightning Strike. And, whatever it's called. I call it Boitius. But, yeah. Now, the move everyone complains about. Magnus. It's a curve shot, and it has some very nice range. I think around here should be good. Yeah. You could score from there. So, people complain about this move because it's too fast, too strong, but if you've ever played against an actually good goalkeeper, you would know that even with Kaiser, it is an absolutely miserable experience. Like, you can trip him up sometimes with a volley, but if you shoot from the same spot here, which is supposed to be the fastest one, putting it in the top left, he can still catch that. You shoot from over here by aiming at that, you're not gonna get it in. But yeah, it's just such a miserable experience playing against an actual goalkeeper, especially with the Gagamaru update. You can just have Scorpion Kick, and then the diving header every single shot. It's the entire goalkeeper update thing has just made playing against them just a really miserable experience, even if you don't find a good one very often. But he's extremely balanced when you have an actual goalkeeper. And I know a bunch of people are probably complaining like about what it's like when you don't have the goalkeeper. Like, that's where most of these complaints are from. Or maybe even goalkeepers are. But whenever I've looked at my comments, I just see everyone saying that the goalkeeper is, like... anyone I see that plays goalkeeper at a high level, especially in my comments, just talks about how it's perfectly fine and Magnus doesn't need a nerf. And if you did nerf it, it'd be absolutely gutted compared to how it is now. Because the way you have to nerf it is you'd have to either slow the speed down or give it the same wind-up as Kaiser Impact. And with the wind-up, a goalkeeper can literally just walk up in front of you and your ball's going nowhere. It's the same problem that Nagi has. It's the same problem that base Kaiser Impact has. That the goalkeeper, if they're smart, can just walk right up to you and catch the ball. Now, am I saying that it's not unbalanced when you're playing against AI? Like, no, I can just... It's kind of unbalanced, but... It's... If you're already that close, and you can get that aim down, you can walk a little further from Kaiser Impact. Like, here, is this around the same spot? That also goes in. The range isn't a problem, it's probably just the angles or something that you can shoot it at. Like, against AI, it doesn't matter, and that's what most people are complaining about. But if it is against AI, it just doesn't matter where you're shooting from, because it's gonna catch nothing because it sucks. Like, okay, I'll shoot it from here. This is the spot I'll shoot from, right here in this corner. And I can get a Kaiser Impact to go in too, I bet. It was about here. Let's see. Does it go in the side? Stops it just short, huh? But if I shoot at the other end, it's probably gonna go in. And that's the problem with people who are just saying, nerf Magnus, nerf Magnus. You're just playing against the Kaiser without a GK. And without your goalkeeper, it just doesn't matter where you're shooting from, because they're never going to catch it. Just buff the goalkeeper again. Okay, from right here into that side. See? It doesn't matter. You can shoot from the same spot you can get Magnus in from. Gotta take a drink there, but there is no reason to complain about Magnus so much when the other shot will go from the same position. Now, you might be saying, oh, shooting it from center and stuff like that. I can do the exact same thing with base Kaiser as Magnus does. They have virtually the same range. The only problem is the curve, but the goalkeeper can still catch it, because if you're shooting it out from that far, it's going to be slow as hell. And when you're shooting it from up close, when it's really fast, which is what a lot of people are complaining about, it doesn't matter, because they can walk in front of you and catch it, or an experienced goalkeeper can header it, or just get in the position, or just scorpion kick it, or diving header it. It doesn't matter. It's not that good. He's perfectly balanced compared to all the other characters, because he doesn't have nearly as much movement as Bachara. He doesn't have any steal moves except for his ultimate, which, if you're popping flow constantly as a save, I'd be surprised if no one has already popped to go for a shot just to counter you, because people should be able to catch on to that if they're not stupid. But a lot of people in this game are kind of stupid, me included, but I don't know, it just bothers me when everyone's just screaming about nerf Kaiser, nerf Kaiser. He's not that bad, and that's coming from someone who mains Sai and Nagi. And Nagi is straight buns. He's not that bad to deal with. Just get better at whatever your position you're playing, and I don't know. I don't have very much more to say. I'll probably cut this out halfway through to plug myself. But yeah, subscribe, like. I like to make controversial opinions. It gets me views. Oop, wrong button.